Plus Ones, another podcast even though nobody asked.
Hey Joel, Tegan here with my mate Randy. Welcome to Plus Ones. We're two besties that work on our own respective radio shows, but we decided to do a podcast even though no one fucking asked.
Yeah.
Today,
We got an extra plus one.
we got another plus one. Woo! So, okay, I said we've got our very first plus one today. She comes all the way from the UK. You may have seen her on TikTok before. That's definitely how I found you. And I think for so long, I was like, who is this Kiwi guy she's dating? And then to kind of know that it was someone I knew of as well, I was like, oh my God, the 2 degrees of separation. So she was always exploring Aotearoa, and that's what she's been doing the last couple of years, falling in love with a wee Māori boy here. But Isla, welcome.
Hello, guys.
Yes.
When you started posting stuff about your boyfriend on TikTok, I was like, oh, dude, this guy's Kiwi.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't have a Kiwi accent, so I was like,
Yeah, we saw the tamoko and we were like, okay, who is this man?
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
So we met in Lisbon on Hinge, my only Hinge date I've ever been on.
Yeah.
And he says that I double messaged him. I don't remember this, okay? So yeah, he was just like, oh, come out for my birthday. So I just ended up meeting him with my friend and his friends. And then, basically, he was driving around the whole of Europe and he missed out London. And I was like, that's very disrespectful. You've got to come to London ASAP before you go back to New Zealand. So he spent a week in London, and then we were like, okay, so you live the furthest place from London, basically. So are we together or what's going on sort of thing? So then he was like, you might as well come for Christmas. I'm an only child, and I've never really been without my parents for Christmas. So I was like, am I allowed to do this? Even though I'm a grown ass woman, am I allowed to spend Christmas without my parents? So then I was like, fuck it, let's go. My dad was like, are you sure? But he'd met him, my boyfriend. He was like, oh, fuck it, let me just meet your dad. And then
that's so Kiwi of me. Let me just meet the bro, man.
I know, literally, I was like, what, my African dad, are you sure? My dad's met one guy before.
Yeah.
And then I came over. So we met in September. I came over at Christmas time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty quick.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Jokes. I thought you fast forward. I thought that was we've been seeing each other for 6+ months.
I guess you
No.
come to a crossroads, right? And you're just like, well, okay, like you say, are we something or are we not? Because I need to know. Because it's you're not about to wait for a couple of months for him to come back.
I've never been in a relationship before either. So I was just like, if I know, I know. We've got to keep it.
You chose the hardest situation,
I
man.
know, literally.
Holy
and my
shit.
friends are like, yeah, it would be Isla to find someone all the way on the other side of the world.
Did you ever have any sort of qualms that maybe when you got here, you were like, oh, what if I end up not liking this guy?
I know, literally. And I was like, what about his parents, or what about his family? What if, all these what ifs, I can't just escape back to my house.
You're
It's
going to
a
fly
24
30
hours.
hours
do
home.
you know what I mean? I've got to wait at the airport for the next 2 months until my flight back home and shit. You know what I mean? And I was broke as fuck as well when I came over here. So yeah, no, but it all went well. I don't know.
Did his family really look after you? And,
but I feel like Kiwis are like that though.
Nurturing vibes.
Yeah,
Manaki
very,
Sangai, hospitality. Yeah.
They're just super but not performatively, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
They're just natural, and I'm just I'm like, shit, this is the way the world is supposed to work, right?
Yeah. Where in is he in Tamaki? Is he in Auckland?
No, he lives in near Taupo in Turangi.
Oh, see, you know what I was gonna say is if you went to a small town, they would have just loved you for your accent.
Turangi is kind of small, but
Even
pretty
Taupo is pretty small as well.
I mean, if it didn't have the lake, what would it have?
Beautiful people.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And the McDonald's.
But I feel like Taupo is big because there's a lake smack bang in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
So
they
it's
have all the
spread.
sports and everything there as well. They've got the F1 there.
Do they?
I didn't even know.
What the
crazy.
fuck?
Lewis Hamilton and stuff.
I think he pulled out. I was listening to the radio the other day.
And Taupo, Lewis Hamilton and Taupo.
Oh, no, imagine.
Crazy.
Maybe I'm telling you guys a dream. I don't know. But I'm just going to say Lewis Hamilton's going to be in Taupo, guys. Get that now.
Oh yeah, I actually love Taupo though. I used to live in Palmy, which is if you don't know where that is, that's so fine because it's not anywhere important. But you would always have to drive up to Tamaki for I don't know, family shit. All our family up here, and Taupo was always okay, we're fucking halfway.
Yeah.
Thank God, because it was a 6-hour drive.
That's like Hamilton when I'm coming to Auckland.
Yeah.
When we get to Hamilton, I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck me. Because I drove yesterday as well, and another thing how I knew it was supposed to be is because you guys drive on the same side as us.
Yeah.
And obviously the UK is Europe, and all European countries all drive on
on the other side?
Yeah, on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, we're the only countries
Oh, true.
Yeah, us, Japan, Cyprus, and I think Australia maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe South Korea or something
Random.
real random. Yeah.
I always thought
everyone else in the world drives on the left side.
Yeah. America, South America, Spain.
Have you ever driven like in another country before?
Nah. Oh, like
I don't even like driving in Australia. It's the same rules. But they have that fucking hook turn. Have you ever heard of that?
Nah.
You come up to lights and there's if you want to turn right, you have to do the turn as soon as it goes red. Like you just have to quickly go. It's so weird. It's whack.
Yeah,
It's dangerous. I'm not into it.
That's how people die, man. I'm just telling you right now.
I heard there was one country in the Polynesian islands that like changed the side of the road that they like drove on.
I think it's Samoa because Samoa it's like Samoa and then American Samoa.
Oh, okay.
So the American side, they go on the other side of the road, and then I think they changed the other one.
That's so funny.
Samoa was the first country in the world to see the sun.
So they must be like.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure.
No. Straight
Hold
up.
up. I'm pretty sure it's Tonga.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's Sa. Because it's my co-host. My co-host on mine.
Well, I got told that it was Gisborne.
What is it, Troy? Okay, who's off that guy?
You're both wrong. Kiribati is the first.
Yes.
How could we disrespect Kiribati like that?
If you want to talk about small,
Have you been?
It's small as.
Have you been to any islands?
Raro.
Oh yeah, Raro's on.
Yeah, Rarotonga.
So do you like it here in New Zealand?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
then
cool,
I'm
eh?
like, I try not to let people get in my head too much, but like all my friends that have like, well, his friends that are now my friends that come over there, like, I'm like, why is everyone moving out of here?
It's just
like,
expensive.
What's going on?
I think.
But then to move to London.
Okay, yeah, crazy.
You know?
I think it's different though because you've come from the other side of the world to New Zealand, so this is all new to you. Whereas like for a lot of us that grew up here, we've been there, done that, you know. So it's kind of like because we're such a small country, so we want to see the other sides of the world, experience that side of the world. So I mean, like you've done that on your side already, and like that's normal to you going around and traveling Europe and stuff like that. Whereas we've never done that before.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I haven't touched that side of the world.
I haven't been to Europe.
Really?
Nothing.
Oh my God, Euro Summer 2024.
Here's my thing. Okay, I really wanted to go this year. If you'd asked me a year ago, I would have said, yeah, I'm going to go on my own. I wanted to go to Afro Nation.
Yes.
Like do all of that. But then I got a man. I feel like
He'll go too.
I know he will. He's like the man. Like he's so into it. But I said to him, I was like, when we first started dating, because it was like midway through last year, I was like, I wanted to go to Europe, but now I don't want to do it with him because I feel like going to Europe for a month with your man is like a real testy relationship thing to do. So I'm
get
like,
on one knee, man.
let's settle a little bit, man. So I think we're going to pick somewhere else for this year. We're trying to save to go to Japan.
Yeah, shopping in Japan.
And
Nuts.
so I think your man's the same. Well, you're steezy anyway, but my man loves clothes and loves like shopping, and that's his thing. And he's like, can we just go to Japan with the empty suitcase? You know? Yeah.
And I don't know how you say it every time, but Seoul in South Korea is supposed to be
crazy.
it's supposed to be crazy.
One of my best friends is Korean, and he just like all the Avisu stuff that's over there,
yeah.
like, all of the raw denim, like it's nuts.
When I went to Japan, like they're just like normal, like even the Uniqlo, because you guys don't have Uniqlo, do you?
No.
You know what's funny? We can't even ship Uniqlo here.
What?
Like,
Not
so
even-
you can't even like, so there's Uniqlo in Aussie, in Australia.
You can't ship it.
You can't ship it
Actually,
here.
I know that because I have to bring shit back for my boyfriend every single time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say every single time. This is the first time I come over.
Oh, so is this your first time in New Zealand?
No, this is my second, but he didn't know about Uniqlo like that. But they like, it's just crazy.
Their women's t-shirts are the best.
So
the best.
I went and got an Aerism t-shirt after you
Yeah.
told me to. Last time I was in Aussie, I got the nicest jacket, the best pair of pants. My boyfriend bought a bunch of t-shirts in the weekend.
'Cause they're like
I was in
20
Aussie in
bucks,
the
man.
weekend,
Yeah.
and the best. I love it.
And the socks are great as well.
I just like everything in the women's section because it's just like the perfect crop. Like it just sits so nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you're a little shouty. That's
Yeah,
why.
a little short king. No big torsos, man.
I love that. Is there anything like about New Zealand that you wish you could take to London with you all the time? Like, could you ever see yourself living here like permanently?
Yeah, like in the future, like especially this time I've been, I'm like, do you know, like I feel like the only thing that stops me so much is work and friends. I have a lot to get out of my system. I'm only young still, you know, and I'm like, this is a settled down place.
Yeah, it is.
You know, this is where you get your Vizsla, your Vizsla dog,
Your Vizsla.
you know, that run through in the bushes, you know, and all of that. And then you have your kids, and you know, you buy your boat if you've got P, like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in the future, I say that, but like, please don't hold me to that, you know.
No, it's fine. I feel like you're a bit of a free spirit. Like I can see you like maybe
Yeah.
coming, but like that's why we need to build the network here.
Yeah,
Phil.
right.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I get cancelled over here, over in London,
UK,
I'm
start
over
fresh.
here.
What are,
Start fresh.
you doing in London?
Oh
man?
shit, I don't know what's next.
I reckon, honestly, I think it's so hard to get cancelled now.
I say some pretty out the gate shit.
Yeah, I'm constantly reining in the guys I work with They just like are trying to toe the line a little bit too much. I'm like, but how about this? I got a BSA complaint the other day. So we have this. So it's called the Broadcasting Standards Authority.
You got one.
Yeah, wait. So
What'd you say, the N-word?
So these no, but these boys say the worst stuff, or like on a daily basis.
She works with, so just the premise, they work with one guy who is like, so the line's here and he's like right at the line.
Constantly. And I feel like I got to rein it in. Anyways, I get this BSA complaint and it's because someone thought I said I hate white people. But I said, I think I said I hate woke people.
Oh.
But they made this big complaint being like, do better. Like, why are you saying that stuff? And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's saying the worst stuff. Like we have like I don't know, an Uber driver call up and then he just starts playing Punjabi MC and you're trying to cancel me.
Well, first of all, you're saying he, so he's a man, so you can definitely get away with it. When there's a woman doing these jokes, it's so much more deeper, I find.
I know.
Sorry to get political, but it's true.
It's funny in my head. I'm like, that's quick. That's quick. I'm going to play Punjabi.
He's like on.
Quick.
And that's what happens if you do radio and you've got ADHD. You're a superstar.
I'll bank that one.
But as far as your mahi back home, so like, what's all the stuff that you dabble with?
So at the moment, I'm working with Nike. Like, you know, I reinvent myself quite a lot, so it just depends. Like, I kind of dabble in a lot, so I feel like it keeps the gate open for like a lot of different brands. So yeah, at the moment I'm doing like Nike.
Like when you say working with Nike, like in retail or like as
no,
in like?
Sorry. I should be specific. So obviously I do content creation, so I've been presenting for them.
Me?
I done.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I done a like, you know, the Nike Run Club app.
Yeah.
I done like I should know, an audio guided walk with them as well.
Wow.
Yeah. That I was like literally like stuttering on the whole time, so it's not gonna be like the calmest. They're gonna be like running like this, like.
I'd be like, pick up the pace, bitch. Like,
I know, literally, but it's supposed to be like really like chill and like smooth, and I'm there like shitting my pants. Like, literally, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what else have I done? And then like we're going to like Paris with them as well, which is fun because it's the Olympics as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Because I was
Yeah.
gonna say that like the scene in London is, especially when it comes to brands such as like Nike, is huge. You know, that whole Cortez movement, and everything like that, and the content creation that comes out of London too. Because I don't know if you know him, but like this guy that I really follow on TikTok, this guy called Fem PV. Oh, it's like You Wasn't There. Those guys?
Nah.
No, I do know the mixed race guy.
Yeah. So like he does what you do, like the content creation stuff, and just like the scene in London just looks so cool.
You know, it is, and it's interesting as well because I don't know how about here, but I'm not like the sportiest of people. So from like another perspective, like people are like, well, she doesn't do sports, she doesn't run like 5k every day sort of thing, and I think what they're trying to do is like get that person that doesn't do that, so because it speaks to
it's
people.
Inclusive. It's inclusive.
So, exactly.
I agree. So I even here in Aotearoa, I've like seen some of the brands. Like I think I see like New Balance, for example. So my friend, she's a sprinter, and all the girls she sprints with, they're all sponsored by New Balance. So like athletes, right?
She has so many pairs of shoes.
Gee, you guys are the same size feet. You could probably get a discount if you asked.
Oh, I can't.
Shout out to me. It's one of my best mates. So she's like, well, I really called you out. She might have big feet.
Hey, it's either she has really big feet or I have really small feet.
So just figure it out.
Yeah, put two and two together.
So they either sponsor like hard out athletes or they go like full lifestyle with influencers that don't really do sport. So, and I'm like, me and my mate, my mate who's the sprinter, she's always said, she's like, I wish they would go for people that are like, they dabble in health and wellness and are trying to get fit, but they're not athletes. Like there needs to be an in-between rather than like full, I don't know, influencery sort of fashion girls and then athletes on the other side of the spectrum.
Because I feel like if you're like for example, if you're a sporting brand like New Balance, Nike, Adidas, whatever.
Hey, I love all of those brands, by the way.
But the sporting stuff is gonna sell itself. You know,
you're right.
Because like there's people that do like that just need running shoes, for example. They need that stuff. But like in terms of like the lifestyle side of things, like people want to know, especially in this day and age, and how social media is moving, and how like fashion content creation is moving. People want to know how they can wear it with like jeans. Or like how can they wear it to festivals? Like you know what I mean? Not just to go for a run around the block.
But I also think like it's beyond like just the clothes and like the gears. Like they want to be like a movement, like especially Nike. I think that's what they're trying to get back to, like the just do it sort of thing. So like they're trying to like get people into walking, which is why I done like a walk with people as well. So like not doing like all this like extreme shit, like getting people in the middle of like, you know, it's good for your mental health at the end of the day. Like running's not just for people that want to go to the fucking Olympics, you know. So it's never too late. Just do it.
27 years old, I can make it.
I'm honestly the queen of I'll just try anything. Like every couple of years I've got a new thing I'm doing. Like I've done the boxing. I don't do CrossFit, but I'm at a CrossFit gym now, but I don't like the way my body's looking, so I need to like do something like hybrid training or something. I don't know.
CrossFit training is too extreme.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I got an injury last year. I fell off the bars and I fractured my spine.
Fuck. What?
It's so embarrassing.
Oh my god! Wait, not you dying and laughing.
Well, I was really like I had it like as far as like fractured spines go, like I was pretty lucky. Like I just had like a non-displaced one, so you know like a fracture that just cracks and it doesn't move.
Oh, okay, calm.
So I had 3 of those from falling off. Yeah. And did you know, apparently I googled the fracture, right? I googled the fracture and it said that most people get that fracture from car crashes. So that's how hard I hit the floor.
No, see, this is my thing. Like, when she told me and when I found out, I was like, oh, shit. Okay, like, fuck, I hope Teagues is all right.
Because I was in the hospital.
Yeah. But in my head, I'm like, that's what happens when you want to fucking do pull-ups like that. You're doing too much. Just do it normal
So
and it would have been all good.
my approach to it now, like I love the CrossFit gym and I like the like weights and stuff. So my approach now is like gymnastics, babe, not for you.
Oh, I was going to say
like,
gymnastics, I'm going to get into that.
No, because there's like a gymnastics section of CrossFit, right? So do the weight stuff, do the cardio stuff.
Yeah.
If that shit's too hard, just like relax.
Get back into boxing.
Yeah, what about like Pilates?
I've never done it.
I heard Pilates is a...
I've done it
a
for
cheat-
like twice.
Expensive shit.
Yeah, I know.
I heard Pilates is a cheat way to six-pack, Someone said it's like the easiest way to get a six-pack.
Yeah, because men think that you've got like, especially like Kiwi, he thinks that you've got to like run around the world to get like a 6-pack, and I'm like, listen, like sit down in Pilates. You think you're not doing anything, and you're coming out of there aching. You think it's just for the yummy mummies. Oh.
Nah. Though I actually want to, I want to try like reformer or something like that. Just like maybe it's like one of like in between days, because my physio likes it when I go like high intensity than low intensity, like alternate days, because otherwise my back gets sore. My back gets a little bit sore. So that, but like I haven't done boxing since I did my back. But I think I'm good now, so I think I want to go back. But I'm not trying to have a fight again.
I don't like how you say I think. That's like your back. You know what I mean? Like your back is like your main source of movement.
Like it's not fractured anymore. Like it's healed. It's just like I think like a broken arm or whatever. You always just have like niggles for it for a long time.
Confidence. And it's also mental.
I'll do pull-ups at the gym and my hands are like shaking. And
you're still doing pull-ups. You're still doing pull-ups, G.
Yeah,
my guy here's a soldier. She's a soldier, man.
Shush. I'm not that bad. But like I know my limits. Like I'll do like 2 and then I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little shaky. Just like have a breather, go back up. But I'm like, maybe I should just learn how to do a strict pull-up like a normal person.
Wait, so you know how to do that pull-up, but you don't know how to do a normal pull-up?
Yeah, the kipping ones are way easier.
That is crazy.
What pull-ups are you doing, sorry?
You know the ones where you kick your legs
like,
and you like...
swing and pull.
Oh, go. I'm not surprised now. I thought you were just doing a simple pull-up and then like...
Imagine if I was just going up and went...
Okay, it makes some more hardcore now.
Like straight some like Ninja Warrior type pull-up.
Fair.
I was just trying to be great, all right? I was just trying to be great.
I think it looks funny when you guys do it too, because you guys are like... Your bodies are like there, like swinging.
No, I don't. But I don't do the butterfly one. I only kip. So there's a butterfly one where you like it's like a continuous movement. My brain can't compute when I'm doing that. But like, yeah, I just attend a CrossFit gym. I'm not a CrossFitter. If that makes sense.
It's giving CrossFit. I think.
It's giving CrossFit. And like all of a sudden I have traps now, and I'm like, oh, I didn't actually.
All of a sudden I have.
I wasn't trying to do that.
Your traps are looking bigger than Troy's.
But Troy's also like not a huge fella. You know? Troy, sorry. That was a stray. That was a stray for no reason.
Define you, day Troy.
But anyways. All right. So I want to talk about... Oh, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
You go first.
So this has happened to me for my whole life. Oh, well, since my whole driving career, if you will. But I want to talk about who do you not want in your passenger seat. Because so for me, right, and like, you know, we all love our parents. Like, fuck, I love my mum. She's the best person. She's like my best friend, right?
Yeah.
But fuck, she cannot sit in that seat, man.
Now, do you know what I catch my mum doing when I'm driving sometimes? She
What?
does that like passenger brake.
Nah.
She puts her foot down.
No,
and I go,
What?
hey, I'm not driving that bad.
So recently, I've had to drop my mom to like work in the morning because my dad's like retired and he just likes to sleep in. So like, I'll be awake. Come
What a
home,
king.
Come home from the gym, and then my mom's like, "Can you drop me to work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sweet, whatever."
Yeah.
And I don't think my driving's bad, despite my race. I don't think my driving's bad.
Well,
Like,
for anyone who doesn't know what you look like, what are you?
I'm Filipino, Indonesian, or Samoan Chinese. By
You're
the way,
not
I
Samoan
speak.
Chinese. He just grew up in Roscoe, and so he just sounds like it.
Yeah, so I'm like Asian. So like, yeah, you put
Do with that what you will.
Yeah, the stereotype, whatever. Like, if you guys want a parallel parking battle,
Wait, watch it.
yeah,
I'll do it without my backing camera too.
Yep.
I'll cover it.
I'll
Backing
do,
camera.
I'll do it without my car. I'll do it without my car if you want
Pull
to
up
battle.
skirt.
No, but anyways, right? I've had to drop my mom to work, and like, cause she works in the city, there's like a lot of traffic lights, a lot of traffic, a lot of right and left turns, right?
Yeah.
And again, to premise, my driving's not bad, but she fucking does the and I'm like, bro, like chill out, like, cause I'm actually gonna get angry soon, and then we're gonna have a fight, and I don't like yelling.
Yeah. Do you drive much in London?
Yeah, I mean, I have a car, but like we don't drive like a whole load. Like if I'm driving, like, I'll drive like the long way around to like
Yeah, because
Make the most of it.
Do you know
Make
what
the
I
most
mean?
of it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like otherwise, there's so much traffic in London.
True. It's funny because here, like in Auckland, our like public transport is so shit that we
You
just
guys
like
need to.
yeah, it needs to be like a little like Melbourne. I was in Melbourne recently.
Even Sydney's amazing.
Free trams everywhere, and I'm like,
Yeah.
see, that's what we need, a little hub, you know?
Yeah, because like the traffic and going like when I was coming out of Auckland the other morning,
crazy, eh?
it's insane, and it must be so bad for like the environment as well.
Oh yeah.
You know,
So like,
and you guys are like super like clean. Because everyone's like, oh, the air here, and I'm
we're
like,
clean green, beautiful.
Is
New
the air here
Zealand.
better though?
no. I don't see a difference, and I'm coming all the way from
like,
London.
Yeah,
Nah,
because
No, still blocked.
I've been to because I like obviously Filipino descent, right? So in the Philippines, like that's where you can feel the difference. Like in the Philippines, it's like hella polluted. Like,
Oh,
feels
it's a
like
bit
you're-
smoggy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it feels
Yeah.
like you're breathing in pollution. And then like you come here, it's like but like a bigger country like London and stuff like that. When people are like, oh my god, the air here, I'm like, isn't your country all good as well?
Yeah, like our country. I mean, we do have bad pollution, but
There's
maybe
lots
I'm
of green
just,
pastures, you know.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
know we can actually be considered as a forest because we have over 60% trees.
Wow.
In London.
Yeah. Even Kiwi was saying how he was so surprised, like how many trees there were in London. Like we have huge parks there.
Wait, is his name Kiwi?
No,
Oh, okay.
That's his like
Yeah.
nickname.
His name's Monoa.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
true, Buzzy. The whole time you were saying it, I was like, wait, are you referring to your boyfriend?
Sorry,
So
I
if you knew,
yeah, if you
know?
actually watch my
Yeah.
TikTok,
No,
yeah.
because I just,
So,
no, you
so
know
when
what's funny?
she wouldn't like when Isla wouldn't reveal his identity, it was just like Kiwi.
I would just see
Yeah.
him, the man just walk in the back. Just like, yeah, he was
Do you know
just,
what, though?
He was just
I-
playing guest role.
I feel like I learned so much from that in the sense of like I've been in relationships before where I have like posted them online and then it's just it becomes everyone's business.
Yeah.
And then so when the new man I've got now, I've never tagged him, nothing. So like people know, but like people know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And no, I have a man, but I won't tag him unless you're like I don't know on my close friend.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But like you know him and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I won't say his name because
Yeah.
it's like a nice little bit of privacy that you can have
it
yourself.
is. And you can capitalize off of it as well, you know, because like when I was over here and people didn't know, or like I showed like a little bit of his face, people were like, oh, you know, Paul's getting strong, like, you know, like trying to like pause on his face and shit, and like, yeah, people were like, why are you not showing him? I was like, listen,
It's my business, man.
yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, see, and I like that. I think it's
Yeah.
it's good to keep your cards
People's
close
on
to
their
your chest.
toes as well. Like people
Yeah.
like want to know.
Yeah, because
They don't know.
Because what are your actual thoughts on like the whole like hard shows or like
Hard launch. Hard
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Hard shows.
Hard launch. Well, I don't know. I did it previous relationship. Remember, I had a hard launch because
Yeah.
previous relationship like that.
I don't care.
I was a secret, so whatever.
Yeah.
But that's another
I
story
feel
for another
that.
day.
I feel that one.
But I did a hard launch, and it was like. Fuck! Everyone went crazy over it, right? But then it was just like it was so embarrassing a year later having to like then hide all my posts and archive them because we split up.
No, but that's the thing though. Like for you two, right? Like because you guys both have a following. Like that's the difference. I feel.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Like people are already interested in your lives enough. So then as soon as you enter the whole relationship side of things,
Yeah.
it's just like ooh, who's because
People are so nosy.
No,
You're so nosy.
before Tegan had this new man's, right? And I love this new man's. But before she had this new man's, right? She was single for a little bit. And they were like, I would get asked in town like, oh, who's Tegan seeing? Who's Tegan seeing? Like, you know, like people want to know.
None of your business.
Yo, me.
Do people like know that you have a boyfriend?
They do now because I've definitely posted him and post him now, and like
he
I talk
reposts.
about him on my show, but I won't. I just like won't tag him or say his name.
Okay.
So like people were really, really nosy and figured it out. I've like reposted one of his pages a couple times, and like they could probably figure it out, but I won't like let it be easily accessible. But he's just also he's like a different kind of dude in the sense that he actually likes not being tagged because he respects his own privacy.
hidden.
Yeah.
Isla, have you ever done anything crazy?
Yeah.
Can you think of the craziest thing you've ever done?
You give me spontaneous, eh?
Yeah.
So I found this sort of like section online. I don't know. It was like TikTok and then Reddit, and then I just dove really deep, and it was like girls just revealing the craziest stuff they'd ever done before. Let me set an example, okay? One of them that I have is she said, I made him cookies frosted with melatonin so I could go through his phone and see who the other girl was.
Fuck me.
What's melatonin?
Something
that
makes you fall asleep.
Oh, see?
Not swimming.
Hey, Sissel's doing the most,
Yeah.
man.
Have you ever had something crazy happen to you?
Crazy happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
in what? Like, in that sense?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'll take one for the team and say, look, let's just say it's crazy things girls do. I'll just put us in that stereotype.
Oh, no, I have.
put
I
us
can't
there.
say mine.
Oh, okay, build ups.
Maybe we'll have this conversation off it.
I don't know what's the craziest thing of it. I'm trying to think. I think I've had unhinged behaviour before, but I've also gone to therapy, so we're actually like chilly vibes now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like
Oh,
older.
I don't like. I've definitely done some unhinged shit when I was younger, but you know, like everything's just a blur.
I've definitely had like had a fake account before, and maybe
What? What? Done what?
like I've had a fake account before, and
Like a
like
burner?
for it was a
You
a
said
sketchy
yeah,
time.
like that's normal.
No, do you know what it is? But like, I don't endorse it now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
endorse having a burner now. But like, I had a burner account that, like, you know, when someone was like, I was suspecting that perhaps they were cheating on me, I used the burner account to follow the girl,
Wow.
and just to see what was happening and try to figure it out for myself.
Hey, the female race.
The female
Hey,
race.
Oh, sorry, not race. Gender, sorry. You guys could just like enter the police force for real.
We would be sick.
We should honestly. I can tell you right now. Like we work so calculated that I
Yeah.
just think if women were leaders across the world, like there would just be
In bulk?
Insane.
In bulk?
the conflict would run so much deeper. We wouldn't have wars. It would be like, I don't know. It'd be like, oh, you want to do that? I'm going to cut trades.
Yeah.
You know, like it'd be
Yeah,
like that.
it'll be so. petty.
say
Can
goodbye to
you
your
imagine?
imports.
Yeah.
You know? Would actually be like that.
Amazon order is gone.
Yeah. Okay. Next one I found was I was still logged into my ex's email, so I started deleting almost completed assignments on his Google Drive.
Oh, that is.
Did you ever study?
Yeah, I went to uni.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you do at uni?
I done fashion buying, merchandising.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
No money in it.
Oh well. Hey, to
Which
be
is why I'm
fair,
here.
I can say, because your dad's of African descent, right?
Yeah, he's from Ivory Coast. Yeah.
See, like I feel like he would be like telling you, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
there's no money in this."
Yeah, no facts.
Yeah.
No, but even like doing the social media, he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, sort of hear that first.
yeah, I love it. I feel like my parents were like, "Hey, you can do this," but like, what's Plan B? Like they were always like Plan B
Yeah.
parents, and now that I'm in an okay spot, they're like, milk it for everything.
Yo, facts. I had 3 options growing up. It was either lawyer, doctor, or nurse.
And here we are.
And here I am talking shit
shit.
on the radio.
Not even on the radio. This is probably just going on the internet.
Yeah, oh, the internet's a good place, man.
Yeah. All right. Next one. It says, got a job at his company, climbed the corporate ladder, and then I fired him.
Oh, I love that.
What a
See?
fucking
And
queen,
This
man.
is what I mean by we put in work.
Yeah.
Like the pettiness, it runs deep. You know, the revenge
Fuck, that's
tastes sweeter.
Bro, that's a small place of motivation.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Fuck, he must have been I was going to say the C word. He must have been a ball bags.
To do that.
What if, plot twist, what if she didn't even fucking want to be at that company?
I know.
Yeah. But she put in the time.
Yeah, that's
There's
crazy.
like, and she climbed up the corporate ladder. It's a win-win for her.
Imagine you like, hey, we're just going to introduce your new CEO, and it's like your ex-girlfriend, and she's like, hey, first things first, you
You're fired.
later, bowl.
See ya.
And you just have to fucking walk out of there. Why? Because just fuck off.
Next one. He kept going back between me and this other woman, so instead I dated her.
Ooh.
See, I rate that. I rate
yeah,
that.
I rate that.
I don't know if I don't know if I mind you, I've never dabbled in the other team, Do you know there was one time I fully thought I was maybe bi?
Yeah.
I had thought I had a crush on a
What
girl,
Oh,
but I
you
think
were
it was
saying
just
that?
I was just wronged by men so many times that I just like couldn't even look at them.
Not I was bi, but I am bi, and like I was dating girls, and I was just about to meet Kiwi, and I was on Girl Hinge, and I was like, fuck this shit. There's literally like 4 girls.
Yeah.
So then I went to Boy Hinge, and then I fucking met him, and here I am.
And here you are.
Yeah.
I've seen this like meme, and it's like, you know, it's like bisexual girls, show me your boyfriend.
No, but real talk.
Yeah. But like I honestly fully there was a good hot minute, and my mate was bi, and I was like, I think I have a crush on a girl, and she was trying to like ask me about it, and then I realized I was like, oh nah, I just think I thought my mate the girl was awesome.
You're awesome. I don't like you like that, but you're awesome.
You're awesome. I just thought, man, what a chick.
You're like in the toilet, looking in the mirror. You're like, shit, do I like this girl?
I'm like, am I gay?
Do I like this girl? Or is she just awesome?
Honestly,
the word awesome, eh? The word awesome. Yo, you had
told that
all
story
the other
before.
adjectives to use and use awesome.
That's like the classic, like, do I want to be with her or do I want to be her?
Yes. Oh, that's actually it though.
Yeah.
And I think, and like, to be fair, like with women, I don't know, you probably can't speak on this, Randy, because you got a willy. That's why. But like,
I can be one of the girls, man.
I think we have friendships that are actually like, sometimes our friendships are so intimate and like, you know, you actually feel like soulmates with some of your best friends. And I get why our feelings can get confused. But that's not to say, you know, sometimes those feelings are really genuine. Because I know people that were friends and like, you know, and they've just fallen in love, and they were like, oh damn, I didn't even know I would ever look that way.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stop trying to laugh.
No, I'm not trying to laugh. No, I was gonna say it's like I'm straight as hell, but I'll sometimes be like, fuck, he's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like so. I feel like Randy's one of those guys that's he's as straight as a narrow, but you're so what's the word? Like you know what you're about and so comfortable in your sexuality that you don't have an issue.
What's the word for that?
'Cause you know when guys like
Yeah,
like
it's
anything
just
and saying
too much.
that's gay, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh shush,
Yeah.
no it's not.
Too masculine is not.
That's the
not
red flag.
buzz.
That's the
Yeah.
red flag.
When you're too
It
brute.
is.
Too brute here.
You're too brute, but then that's how like I get mocked. That's how my boys mock me, man.
Really?
Nah, they don't. But
Okay. Next one says, one time I jumped out of the car while we were arguing.
what? Whilst moving?
Fuck, I felt like doing that sometimes. Honestly, I'm like,
done
fuck
it,
this shit.
but
I have to
I've
be
thought
out of
about
this
it.
conversation.
To be fair, I like just by like this conversation with Hurry today, Isla. I don't think I could. I don't think I would want to be in an argument with you. Really. I feel like you'd be very like you'd just like dominate me.
Because I just read people like
Yeah.
to filth. Yeah.
I that's something I've learnt how to do.
Yeah.
I can do it now, but I try to do it. I don't know,
fucking
and this
suck
comes
at
from
arguments.
therapy, right? Like when you do it and you learn about like conflict resolution and things like that. Because I used to be like a just get worked up and cry kind of girl, but now I'm like, shut up.
She used to cry heaps, G.
up, bro.
She actually used to cry so much.
But it was like, but remember, like that was a testy time though. Like you know, in personal life, I was.
She had reason to.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, like even just for example, I was like dating a dude that was just like not very nice, and like, but rather than putting the blame on him, like the blame was everything
Yeah,
else, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and you're just a little
yeah.
bit unstable.
You
It's
actually
fine.
have dated some dickheads in the past. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Character building.
Yeah.
Character building
Yeah,
stuff.
true
So
that.
it's cool. And now we got a cool man now. And I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was like, you kind of have to go through the bad ones to figure out what you
Bruh.
actually.
No facts.
What you
and you
need.
have to have that heartbreak when like you're young.
Yeah.
So like you can build yourself up.
Exactly.
You know, because I would not be where I am today if
Yeah.
it wasn't for getting fucked over when I was 19. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and like but I reckon now I'll come into like a conflict space. I will say everything I want to say,
Yeah.
but I say it calmly and I say it like a bit more like not calculated, but I just like think about the words I'm saying. I don't call someone a dickhead. I'll say they're acting like a dickhead.
Yeah.
You give them room for redemption and things like that, and try to come at it from an empathetic side. Meanwhile, you're actually like, I fucking ate, you know, when I called them out. But like, you know. I love when they're on TikTok when someone sees something, they're like, I fear that person just ate. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's a call. Anyways, all right. We're up to our favourite segment of every single episode.
I just thought of that story, another story though. Do you know that my first ever girlfriend, so she was a Mormon, like
Did you guys soak? No, sorry.
well, in holy water?
Do you know what soaking is?
No.
Oh my God.
yeah, what's soaking?
No, so like the really intense Mormons in like America.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is really generalized, but the Mormons practice this thing called soaking. So it's where the man enters the female, but they don't move, and it's like a practice of like temptation. That's weird, eh? Anyways, carry on.
That's crazy.
So she wasn't that kind of woman.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, anyways.
She was like halfway banger. Anyways, she's cool. She was cool. But this story is pretty funny. So, she's a Mormon, and I have to chuck that in there so that you get the premise.
Yeah.
So you know how Mormons go on missions. So a mission is like when you go and you men go for 2 years, women go for 1.5 years, and you go and you spread the word of the Mormon book or whatever. She had told me, because her dad, I actually have never met her dad before, allegedly lives in the States. And he had told her that I need to go to the States to do my mission. And also, she's talking to me because I don't know the protocol, so she could be saying anything, and I just believe it, right?
Like, yo.
Yeah. So, she said I have to do my mission so that my dad can get me to an acting school in the States. Like that was the deal. Like you do your mission, I'll get you into a school over here. So I was like, man, go chase your dreams. Like I'm not gonna stop you. We were young. I was like maybe 18 at the time. And so I was like, go chase your dreams or whatever. She's like, I'm just gonna go for 2 weeks just to like test the waters and, you know, stay off my dad and like check out this acting school or whatever, right? Anyway, she goes. I was supposed to pick her up from the airport after the 2 weeks. She says that she's extending her stay. And then I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, I'm not really thinking about it. She comes back to New Zealand. We break up 3 months after, right? And then New Year's rolls around. And one of our friends, we catch up at our local, and she's like, oh, it's like I heard you and blah, blah, blah broke up. And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh, so you must know then. And I was like, know what? And then she's like, do you remember when she went to the States? And I was like, yeah. She had been cheating on you the whole time.
Oh.
Like that whole time. Like the 2 weeks. So she wasn't even... So that whole like Mormon shit wasn't even like a thing. Like,
Oh.
She was there and she extended her stay.
Oh, that's sad.
You okay?
Yeah.
You're right.
Hey, we've all been there, bub.
To be fair, like hindsight, beautiful thing. Like fuck. Like that it was like one of those like...
It's a learning experience.
But that's one of the craziest things that's happened to me. Because in my head, I'm just like, fuck, what a lie.
Yeah. No, the lies go so far. I remember like when I was with someone and the lies were crazy.
Oh my
And
God,
I had no
yeah.
reason, and you'll probably know what I mean in the sense that, you know, when no one's done you wrong, you have no reason not to believe someone. You're just like, okay, sweet. Oh, you still live with your ex? Sweet as.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're, you know,
No
literally
one's
sleeping
done
in
you
the
wrong,
same
but
room.
you're just fucking in love.
Yeah.
Like,
And like my friends would be sitting there going, Tegan, wake the fuck up. Like this guy is doing it wrong. Like he would drive over in his ex's car to my house.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Maybe because they live together, Tegan. How come that I can only see him on a weekend and it's only for like half a day? Because he's staying with her Monday to Friday. You know, like the lies just go on and on and on.
do you
and
know
on.
what? Like a guy should not even be saying like their ex's name, and that's something I clocked. Yeah, like some guy that I dated like back in the day, he used to like still say his ex's nickname, and I think that's crazy. Like
That
if you
is.
actually deep it,
Yeah.
why are you calling your ex like her nickname that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
used to
yeah.
have? Like that's crazy.
I'll say, like, if I ever have
Ah,
to...
that's actually a good shout.
Yeah,
Shit, I've never really
like,
seen it like
when
that.
you deep it,
If I ever have to refer to an ex in like any kind of context, I'll literally just say old mate.
yeah.
Old mate, or you say like or Voldemort, because he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what you do.
I have a crazy story, but it's like I don't know if it's the craziest thing I've ever done, but it's
Up
not
there.
incriminating. Well, it's not incriminating for me, anyways. But anyway, so like when I was younger, I used to date like kind of hood guys,
Oh, okay.
and he used to, you know, sell the
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Yeah.
So he pissed me off one time. So then I got like, I don't know how it is in like here, but sorry, oh my God, I'm dying because that's like the devil telling me not to say the story. This is him like, shut up. But I'm gonna tell it anyway.
Yeah, he's looking at you, you snitch.
And then so like in the UK, like you have like burner
Yeah,
like
burner phones.
Yeah. So like I just took the SIM card out and just dashed it out the window with all his contacts on it. So he had to like rebuild it all.
Nah, I like that. I like that energy.
Yeah, but it's funny that's all his money, man.
Yeah.
That's all his money.
I had to start
wow.
again. So
Oh well, he deserved it.
Damn, that's what happens
Sorry,
when you're
darling.
rolling with the mandem.
right.
The man him.
You know when you try to like, when
And
you
that was
try,
it. That was me done.
you know when you try to stay inclusive, you try to like use other people's slang.
All right, that takes us. So this is a good segue into our segment we do at the end of every episode. It's called Take a Knee or Therapy.
Okay.
So basically, it has like a confession from one of the plus ones, and then we have to decide whether it's all good, just take a knee on it, you know, we're sweet as, or they need therapy.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, first one. I put 200 plus packs of instant mashed potato all over my ex's lawn during a thunderstorm the day before he moved in.
That's just a mission.
What?
No.
What did you just say?
Wait. a mission to do?
A mission?
like
What do you mean a
hard.
mission?
Like
long.
it's hard. Yeah, that's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's like when have you ever heard those pranks when people put grass seeds in a house and water it and then like put a sheep in there or something? It's like the same.
What
My
kind of
dad said
NZ
back in
shit is
the day, back in the army days, they used to do that to boys in the barracks. They'd put grass seeds in their room and then like water it and then leave it for a week.
It's because they got nothing else to do out there, man.
Or give like all the seagulls like laxatives.
We actually had one of these. We had one of the like confessions. It was like, oh, my missus wanted to go out and I didn't want her to, so I just gave her laxatives so she wouldn't go out.
What's all this drugging? Like,
This is why we need hobbies, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so we're saying take a knee or therapy.
Yeah, I think therapy.
Okay, therapy.
therapy.
Okay, I'm gonna just say, okay, fine, therapy. Okay, next one. Take a knee or therapy. My friend took my situationship's car and sped it in front of a speeding camera a bunch of times.
That's joke.
My dad got a speeding ticket, like 2 speeding tickets one day, and he was like, nah, what the fuck is this? Like, there's no way I would have 2 speeding tickets. Turns out my bro went and then U-turned because he was going the wrong way, and he literally sped past the camera. But I imagine just like getting someone else's car and just going back.
I heard in New Zealand, I don't know about in the UK, but in New Zealand, if you have like parking tickets and you don't pay them for 6 years, they just like.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Ever since I heard that,
I know that's not true because I've nearly had fucking debt collectors at my house because I was like, let me just test this theory out and see what's going to happen.
Ever since I heard that, don't cover me, but I just haven't been paying. I'm sorry.
I know how you can contest the ones that aren't from the council. So if it's like Wilson, you can contest them. You can just go, hey, look, I'm not paying you a $60 fee, but what I will pay you is, yes, I parked for an hour over the thing. So you would have incurred a fee of like, I don't know, you would have got paid like $3 to park for that hour. So I'll give you $3 and I'll add $5 on it as an admin fee.
Make sure you do that within the 14 days or whatever, because then they're going to be like, well, you've gone out of your period of when you
and you're like, sorry.
Oh, you guys know how bad I am with emails, man. Can I text him? Hey, sub G, man. Sorry.
Okay, so we're taking a knee on that one.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's funny.
Okay, next one. Take a knee or therapy. I sprayed milk on my roommate's bathroom wall one time as I moved out, just as it started to smell, and they could never find out how.
Fuck, that's disgusting.
Take a knee though.
Take a knee.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, I just want to know what the roommate did, because it must have been bad for you to go with all the milk.
But also,
and wait for the milk.
It's very creative.
It reminds me of me and my mate Shani putting the sugar in that chick's room.
She put sugar in one of their flatmates' rooms so that ants could go in their room.
But it was just stupid. She just had like granules of sugar in her carpet. Like,
so the plan just did not work out.
We should have wet the sugar, G. Like,
yeah, you should have.
Yeah, but like, we just thought
like
we were like,
chuck milk on the floor.
like we thought it was so funny doing it.
Wait, did you not like her?
I can't remember why. Like, it wasn't my roommate. I was just joining in.
Oh, okay.
But I can't remember why. Like, just classic flatmate stuff.
See, man, women in bulk are dangerous.
But then, like, I live with a girl right now, and she is like the most A1 flatmate I've ever had in my life, and she's just like stunning, like amazing. Everyone's chill, everyone's clean. It's a vibe. But one day I just want to live my own, Just want to live my own.
That's the goal.
So, okay, we're taking a knee on that one. Wait, did we decide take a knee or therapy?
Take a knee.
Okay.
That's funny.
Take a knee or therapy. When my ex cheated on me, I creased every single pair of Jordans he owned.
Fuck
Michael
that.
Jackson vibes.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
That's jokes.
like,
Fuck that.
If she made a TikTok, that would be even funnier.
Yeah. She
You're
would have blown
mad,
up. She would have blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would just rub me the wrong way. Like,
No, but take a knee.
I heard a story of someone I know that when he cheated on his missus, she came home and cut every tongue of every Jordan, like pair of Jordan that he owned. Pair of Jordan. He had like heaps of Jordan 4s.
Yeah.
And she just cut all the tongues.
I'm trying to like think of like a comparison.
But I'm like, don't cheat on your missus then. Like,
oh yeah, to be fair,
choices.
like consequences. But like, fuck that.
I'm gonna say take a knee on that one as well.
Yeah, take a knee.
What about you?
I'm only saying the only reason why I'm saying therapy is because like just
I'm a sneakerhead.
Nah, just just the premise, right? Like, and I'm not even trying to like gas myself over or anything, but I've got close to 300 pairs of shoes, right? So like if I come home and like 150 shoes are just cut up.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's to like I feel like technique therapy is like how much effort are you putting into this shit? Because
you're just crazy after that.
Yeah,
you're just crazy. Like, come on, like we get the point.
Watch what you're calling woman right now.
Because you get the point. You know what I mean? It's like knocking a man while he's down. It's like if I was to like knock.
But what if you cheated?
No, I'm just saying, putting into perspective. Mind the cheating.
Yeah.
Mind the cheating. But like, it's like if I knocked the dude out, right? and he was stone cold on the ground, like
So-
couldn't do it. And
Then
I just
you kicked his
and I just
tummy, eh?
kept and I just kept punching him.
Oh, you took his shoes off. It's like,
It's just
It's like, yeah, every time I finish a fight, I'm just gonna take a shoe off. And it's like bending it. So you deserve.
a cheap shot. It's a cheap shot. Okay, last one. Take a knee or therapy. One time I let my deadbeat ex borrow my car and then I just called the cops to say it was stolen. I like that. That's definitely, I'm going to say take a knee, but go to therapy because, like, why are you still interacting with your ex like that? Bub?
What if you asked him like, "Hey, can you pick me up some food?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," like, you know, doing his thing
Yo,
where he's like trying to work his way back.
rekindle. Yeah.
He's trying to reprove himself, you know. He's like going to the local drive-thru. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get her back." And
Literally.
then, woo. He's like, "Hey, what the?" He's like, "This car's reported stolen."
I know someone whose ex, like, had a car under her name, like, for him. He didn't have his full license, I don't think, because we have like learners restricted full.
What's it in the UK?
we have. You can like drive with like a
Like a little permit.
Yeah, but it has to be with someone that's been driving like over 3 years or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's like a learner's. Oh yeah,
Oh,
same
okay,
thing. And then so I think he had a learner's or something.
Yeah.
And so she put the car under her name, and then so she was paying it off, or they were paying it off, and then they broke up, and so he got mad and wrote the car off. And because he was on his learners, he had no insurance, and she still had to pay that car off for years.
Oh, you have to have insurance. Like in the UK, you have to be insured on every car.
Oh,
that you
really?
drive, yeah.
See, that's smart.
You guys, like, the car just has to be insured here, right? Is that how it works?
Yes. But like even like, so my sister got in a crash, wasn't her fault. She got crashed into by a motorcycle, but the motorcycle had no insurance. So she was like, oh, well, who's going to pay for my, you know, like repairs?
You know, it's a big culture here. Like a lot, some people here just don't have insurance. So when you get into car crashes, it's like a quick, easy cash grab.
Yeah.
It's a big like culture here. Like they'll be like, "Oh, I'll just suss you like XYZ amount of money and I'll just give it to you in cash."
It's so annoying when you get crashed into though. Like remember last year I got crashed into,
Yeah,
and
it's
like
admin.
I didn't have my car. I couldn't use my car for 3 months.
Oh, Dad, yeah.
Like she crashed into me, and bless her, like she took full responsibility. It was just like it was an accident, like whatever. I was a bit like, oh, like when it happened. But then my WAF, my warrant of fitness, was due the week after, and it failed it because of the crash. So I had to wait until it was fixed. It was so shit, bro. It was so shit.
Having a car is just a liability, but it's like, would you say Auckland's like a walkable city?
Nah.
It's too hilly, innit?
And also it depends on where you live. Like if you live central and you work central, then like yes,
You could probably suss it,
Yeah.
but even then, nah.
Yeah.
It's not walkable at all. You have to have a car.
I had an old lady crash into me, like T-bone me, and I had the boys in the back, and one of the boys wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and like she was like, I felt sorry for her because she was like really old, like looks like she lives. We were out Pihaways, so like by the beaches, and she looked like she was just going to grab her groceries or something, and she crashed. Right, she crashed into us, pulled over, and she was still holding the steering wheel. Like that's how in shock she was. But it was so funny because like she like T-bones the back of my car, and my bro's sitting in the back, and he's like on his phone leaning against the door that got hit, and he's not wearing a seatbelt, idiot. Boom, smacks the top of the and while we're all trying to like comfort this lady, he's like, "No, fuck that bitch," because he's just like
Cuzzy, put your fucking seatbelt on
his
then.
head on the roof.
Foo. That's crazy. All right, so what are we deciding? That's going to be a I'm going to say take a knee on that one too.
Wait, what was it again?
It was
her let her ex steal borrow the car, and then she reported it.
I think you're right though. It's take a knee, but go to therapy because why are you still talking?
Just like leave him out of your life, sissy.
Yeah.
Unless he's baby daddy, I get it. No, I don't get it. I don't have a baby daddy.
Even worse, like fucking please.
Yeah.
Would you like date a man that has? Oh wait, you have.
I have.
But like,
Yeah, I feel like
it's all right.
Yeah,
does it depend on how old they are? Like, what if the kid's like 13?
Even better because they can go do their own.
Because you don't have to parent them much.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Like I've had an experience with it. It was fine.
You're good with kids though.
Yeah, but I'm a youngest, so I wasn't really around kids a lot. I kind of had to like learn the way. But I don't want to be the kid's babysitter, and no one's ever trying to be someone's mum, you know, like replace the mum or whatever. Yeah. But I know from that experience, I probably would have dated a guy with a kid again.
See, I like spontaneous shit, you know, and I feel like once you've got a child, like
it's a bit of a handbrake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just go. Oh,
even having a dog's a handbrake.
Just in the club.
Yeah, like Baby raves.
Yeah, fuck that. But anyways, all right, Isla, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
through.
much.
That
for
was so
having me.
fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
If
Of
anyone
course.
wants to find you online, where can we find
So you
you?
can find me on Instagram at Isla Loba, ISLALOBA.
And it's the same on TikTok as well, eh?
It's just at Isla, so ISLA.
Oh my gosh,
I
you
know.
got that.
I got that handle.
See, you know what I love about having when you have a name that no one else has?
Yeah.
Because you'd be the same too, eh?
What, Randy?
Yep, no, Randy Shaffrey.
Oh yeah, I love my last name.
Like literally same, like Tegan North. No one else has it. Like my dad the other day, he's like, "What's your email?" And I was like, "Oh, Tegan North at whatever."
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
goes, "Oh, that's not very obscure." And I'm like, "Well, no one. I don't need to put numbers on it."
I'm not even fucking MFI.
Yeah, gee, I'm like, there's no one there. Like, I don't need to put numbers on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You could just put like rather than your whole last name.
One,
Put
Tegan,
yo.
yo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tegan, yo.
Hey, well, it can be.
Yeah, it can.
No one wants to spell my whole last name. It's annoying.
Yareth. You know what's funny? I didn't know how to spell Tegan's last name for the longest
I
time.
don't know how to spell yours either, so it's fine.
On my phone, and I've known Tegan for 7 years now. It's just Tegan.
Do you know I only just put his last name on my phone 2 weeks ago?
Wait, you guys are even putting last names on people's phones?
No,
Yeah.
even my boyfriend, his full name. It's got like
Not even
it's his
like
full name, but
babe.
then it's got like a little king emoji,
Oh, cute.
so it's fine
Little king emoji.
because he's my king. Fuck, so good. All right,
shout out
thank
to
you
the
so
guy.
much for coming
Oh,
through.
thank you.
First guest, I feel good. That's our
Yay!
first +1, guys. But we'll catch you next week.